Okay, in this short video, we're going to return to TestOut's PC Pro and take another look at it, and also how do you get in to purchase it and so forth. So I'll do a quick search, TestOut, and brings us to TestOut website. So I'm already a member to sign up, so let's not go there, but let's go to the course catalog again. And we scroll down and we see TestOut PC Pro. And of course, prepare students for TestOut PC Pro, which is CompTIA's A+ certification. Let's click on purchase. We didn't do that last time we looked here. And the stick price code is 14-232TA. And if you've forgotten that, here in the syllabus, which is in the course content on Blackboard, here's the code right here. Highlight it for a second. 14-232TA is sticks code. So let's go back to our price code, hit continue, and it's gone up $4. So here's an 18-month license, and it's $129. So we still don't see anything for a code. There's two ways to buy it. Remember, either you use your charge card to pay the $129 here, or you go to the bookstore. Now, the bookstore, you do a search on TestOut PC Pro, and it'll come back with a price of $172, I believe. And then what happens when you purchase it using your student financial aid, they'll send you an email. The email will say that we'll send you another email about 48 hours. My sources tell me actually it's 72 hours before they send you the email, which would be a code. So let's go to checkout here and see what happens. So in checkout, institution, so I'm going to say, I'm going to put in Springfield. Oops, and now it's got a drop-down menu. So we might be able to take and find Springfield Technical. Here we go. Select group. I'm a student at this institution. Expect the license terms. In here, you take and you fill out. You make your first name, last name, your email. Apparently, you repeat that. Telephone, street address, city or town, state, and so forth. Billing. So, payment method here. Let's see. I'm not seeing how you can put the code in, which is kind of concerning. Return to cart. Continue. Let's hit continue, see what happens. It probably tells us to come back. I'm a student, so I'm not really sure. Name is required. I'm not seeing where you put the code in. Let's go back to our cart. See if we can get there. It's probably way back at the beginning. Here's the cart here. TestOut PC Pro. Well, maybe what you go and you do the sign up. So let's see if we see sign up. So sign up. Under sign up, username. So you create an account. And I'm hoping that's where you pay. If you have problems with this, if you don't figure out how you pay here, send me an email and we'll walk you through it somehow. Okay, so anyway, let's go back in. That was a sign in. I want to log in. So can I log in? Let's go here, log in, and no, all right, back to the same. So my username is G Millett. Looks like we're being taken to the course. Okay, and of course, I see different than what you see now. Here we are, fall of 2019. There's, I believe, 18 students in this class, and right now there's 9 that are in, 8 that are in TestOut PC Pro fall of 2020. So it looks like there's about 10 more people who need to sign up. You can't pass the course without this. So I'm just going to go to the course itself. We've talked a little bit about navigating this. If I go up here, there's a menu, and I think port connector facts. I think we looked at that last time. Basically, what you see is you have, things like this. They talk about various ports, video graphics port, HDMI, so forth, going through all which the ports you find on the back of a PC, or you may find some of these on a laptop. You go to the next page, they show you some adapters. If you're in the Cisco class, you may notice, I don't know, they don't have one here, a USB to RS-232. Or you can have videos that you play, and the video can talk about various things, internal components. Yes, indeed. So then we go, here's a lab. Remember, you don't have to do the labs. Turns out some of you have been doing them, which is fine, but you don't have to do the labs. We have a lab that's associated with the course. Remember, it's 3 different sections, either with me on Monday afternoon or with Ed Bigas on, it's Andrew Collins on Friday morning or afternoon. So here's an exam. Your last score is 0. That's not too good. Let's start the exam. And so, first question of 15. You need to replace a broken monitor on a desktop system. You decide to replace it with a spare monitor that wasn't being used. Even though the monitor is made by a different manufacturer than a desktop computer, it still works with a computer. Which computer design concept makes this possible? Plug and play, no. Firmware, no. Standardization or componentization. Either one of these look good. I think standardization is the correct one. Componentization would be that you break the computer down to components, but standardization is that any video monitor should work with any computer. Let's check the answer. Yeah, so that's right. So we go to the next question. Question number, this is question number 2. These are drag and drop. So drag the computer function on the left with the associated hardware component on the right. Now these quizzes you can take several times if you want. It only stores the highest grade, and there are quizzes just about every section of TestOut. So if there's 13 chapters we're going to go through, you're going to find quizzes for 13 chapters. Let's take a look at this one. If I wanted to do output probably would be a printer. Oops, it went down there. We don't want that. Output should be the printer. Let's see if it goes okay. Input would be a keyboard. CPU would be for processing. Speakers would also be an output. RAM memory, random access memory, is for processing also. Looks like there might be something down below there. Well, DVD read-write, long-term storage. Microphone would be for input, right? So I go input, I have to drag it all the way down here. I don't know if there's a way to take and make this bigger. You probably can make the screen bigger. Come on. I'm having trouble dragging it down, so now my DVD became input. I don't want that. Microphone input, the DVD, again, is a long-term storage. So here we go. And then one other thing up top was what, hard drive? That'll be long-term storage also. So let's check the answer on this guy. And we're correct with all that stuff. Get an explanation about it and so forth, and you can go to the next question, and on you go. So tells you the time spent on the quiz, and will record what you get for a grade. if I keep going, what happens is eventually I'll get to question number 15. So if I click through these, let's see what happens. Images to view for this question. Here's 15. If I go down, okay, reach the end of the exam, score of the test. I only answered a couple questions. So let's see what happens. Oh, it didn't like me. Passing score is 80, and I only got a 13%. So I can go back, however, and take the exam again. So you may say, well, how do you do that? If I hit done here, I can go right back here, start the exam. My last score is 13. That's not too spiffy. So we might want to go through and do this again. So I think that's all I need to show you here. Again, the bookstore sends you a code. Maybe there's the instructions on the code that the bookstore sends you that tells you how do you take and get in. I didn't really look around for that on the splash page of TestOut website. And certainly there's probably help that you can actually take and talk to somebody at TestOut. I didn't look. If we go back, that's Blackboard. We don't want that. Enter your price code. Let's see what happens if I scroll down to the bottom here. Student discount. Check your syllabus. Okay, we already had that. Instructor pricing, show pricing. Down here, there's support, live chat, and so forth. So probably if we did live chat, let's see what happens. They're out in Utah, so it might still be there. Let's go and click on chat. Okay, they'll start chat. So they probably don't like that unless I fill that stuff out. So I'm not going to do that right now. But if you're really stuck, this is probably the same way I would find out what's going on, how you enter that discount code, or actually not the discount code, but your code from the bookstore. So that's all I'm going to do right now.